Oh yeah, baby. Welcome to Chef Bourque's Cajun Kitchen. Right there. Look here, I'm in the kitchen again. We're gonna do some fancy cooking. Today we're doing some rice dressing. But let me tell you what, you're gonna see all my veggies I need to have prepared, as well as you're gonna see the meats I have. I've got some pork that I had to grind up, because we're going to be cooking that down, and I don't just cook it down, I cook it down in a little bit of peanut oil. That's the healthy part of it right there, you know. Then after that, we're going to I'm boiling some chicken livers and gizzards in 4 cups of water. That's my stock. Boil that 30 minutes. Once that's boiling real good, I'm going to take it out, grind up those gizzards and livers real good. All that's got to be in the process. As we go along, I'm going to show you what's happening. When I'm done, you're going to have the best rice dressing in your house or your neighborhood or wherever. Alright, this is my ingredients I'm going to be using for my rice dressing today. Alright, we got about right now I'm using about a half a pound of chicken liver. I'm going to go with a little over a pound of chicken gizzards. Now those are going to be ground up. Here I've got 2 onions. That's going to be chopped, a whole big bell pepper chopped. I've got to use a bunch of green onions toward the end of the process. Bunch of parsley toward the end of the process. That's going to be chopped up. 3 stalks of celery that's going to be cooked in with the onions, and this pork that's going to be ground up right here. I've got maybe 3/4 or a quarter or maybe 1 pound of pork. That comes off of some country ribs. Well, the rib itself, I'm going to take the bone and I'm going to make a stock with it with my livers and gizzards. Okay, now we're going to be using salt, black pepper, and cayenne pepper. That's the only 3 spices that I'm really going to use today. Alright, this is Chef Bourque. I'll talk to you in a minute when I get the process going. First, I've got to do some boiling and grinding. Alright. Alright, here we go. Got my pork. First thing I want to do is put a little oil in my pot. Just want to kind of cover the bottom a little bit, you know. That's to get the pork cooking. Let's get it out a little bit. Let me tell you about that pork that I'm putting in there. That comes off of country ribs. And you know, you want to get it kind of browned up real good, because this is going to be served, be mixed up with rice. I've got 3 cups of rice cooking right now. And then once this is all cooked together, this pork here is going to get good and brown. I'm going to put onions in there, and bell peppers, and celery, and just let it cook down. And what's going to happen to this pot right here, that pork's going to make some grimace. It's going to be some little pieces of pork, you know, like when you cook a hamburger, it gets good and brown and everything, and you get the little pieces left on the grill and all that. Well, that's the same thing. The little pieces that's left at the bottom of that pot, when I add my stock in there, that's going to pick it up. And after everything is done, It's going to be wonderful. Learn how to make a dirty rice. Learn how to do this, or rice dressing. You're going to know something. One other thing I want to do, I'm going to be adding a spoon of roux. Didn't show y'all that a while ago, but I got to put my roux in there, at least 1 spoon, but that's not going to go right now. Or is my sous chef today? He's the one, remember he caught all them crabs at every island. Way to go, Corey.
Oh yeah, did good.
Oh yeah, my pork is starting to get a little brown right now. I want to add a little bit more oil to it. Put my fire a little bit higher. I need that to do its thing. I love cooking out here, you know, in my outdoor kitchen. This is it. This is where Chef Bourque has a good time. And all my friends in Texas over there, oh yeah, baby, what y'all say? New Mexico, New York, Iowa, Georgia, Florida, Maine, Wyoming, Washington State, and Oregon. If I missed Colorado, Louisiana, Missouri.
Every one of them. Oh yeah.
The United States, Australia. All right. Well, now that thing is cooking good. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, I'm gonna let this livers and gizzard cook for a while. 30 minutes it's gonna cook. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna ground it together. Then we're gonna work with it from there. Well look, the Chef Bourque, I'm gonna see you in a few minutes. Oh yeah, baby. All right, this been cooking for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and put some onions in there. I like to use a lot of onions here. Got 2 nice onions all chopped up. And just let it cook together. Nothing else got to happen right now because I'm trying to get this transparent. Now I'm going to put some bell peppers in there. Look at these bell peppers go. You go, boy. I'm not going to season this just yet. Not until I get my stock in there and everything. Alright. And celery. That's going to be the end of my Cajun trinity right there. Don't forget. I need to let that cook down real good till everything is transparent. In the meantime, I'm going to lower my fire. I've got my gizzards and everything. I need to go out and grind this real good. And as you can see, I've got a lot of stock there. But none of it's seasoned yet. It's going to get seasoned in this time. All right. Chef Bourque. Chef Bourque. I'm going to see you after a while, baby. I got to go grind some stuff. Got to grind it up. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, we've got our livers and gizzards all ground up and ready to go. And all I'm doing right now is sauteing all of this. Got to get this bell pepper and onions and celery melted down. What I'm going to do is just cover up this pot. Let that cast iron do its thing for a while. Okay, about this time I'm going to put my livers and gizzards in there. And you may have saw me grind an onion, part of an onion also when I did my livers and gizzards. Well, that's just to clean out my grind to make sure I get all of the meat out of it. And that little bit of onion won't hurt this at all. Oh yeah. Scrubbing the bottom of the pot, you can hear it. Ooh, big, big. All right. Right now I'm going to put some of the stock in here. Let it cook. That's about a cup right here. Now this has to cook about an hour. Man, I wish you can smell this. Okay, let me lower my fire a little bit. Man, I tell you what, Bill Gowdy, this here's something to get to, brother. Barry, old Barry. I know your taste buds are going to be going crazy on this one. And you Midwest fishing boys, let me tell you. Old Darryl, DW. This is authentic DW. This is the baby here. Alright, I'm going to let this cook for about an hour just like this. But I'm not done yet. I need to put me a little roux. Didn't make a roux today because I don't need but more than a tablespoon in here. And they got a little grease, you know. That roux's rough to get off of there. Alright, and we'll put a little dab of that grease. That's good enough, I think. Now we're going to some seasoning here. Salt. Just put what, if you like a lot of salt, put a lot. If you don't, you know, be careful what you put. This is cayenne pepper. I'm going to put probably a tablespoon. All right, black pepper. About a quarter of a teaspoon, I guess. I don't like that little thing. I gotta get me a can again. Thought I'd start doing like the rest of them boys and show off a little bit, but hell, that ain't worth it. Alright, I'm gonna let this cook down. Cover it up, let it cook for 30 minutes, and then we ready for business. We're gonna mix the rice. Aye, oh yeah, baby. Tastes good. Damn. Need to get some of that liquid out of there now. Oh man, that is delicious. You always want to keep extra stock though. I'm gonna take some liquid out, it's gonna ball out, but I want to keep extra stock in case I got too much rice, you know, can always add it back. Boy, I tell you what. Ooh, this is awesome. Well, I'm gonna leave the lid off so it can do its thing. God, this smells so good. Tell you what, them greenies is working today, baby. Alright, I'm going to start adding rice. But here's something I always do before I do that. Okay, I'm going to cut my fire off. I always take some of this out. Just in case I don't have enough rice. I mean, I don't want it to be overly wet. My God, this is awesome. Okay, here we go. First thing, green onions. And remember, the fire is off. So I put the green onions in there, adding my parsley, and stirring it real good. And let me tell you what, before I add my rice, I want to kind of let them green onions kind of set just a little bit. Just a little bit, so we're doing that thing. Because all this stuff really got to do its thing. And here we go. Start adding my rice. So I'm feeding a gang tonight. And I don't want to just put meat in it, so I got to put some rice in there. And it looks like I'm going to have a whole bunch of rice. So, put some more of my meat mixture. And you know, this is your baby. You know, my kids like this, old TJ and Kara, they like my rice dressing mix. You know, just, you know, with a lot of rice, you know, that's the way it is. But yet some people would prefer their rice dressing mix next door maybe, you know, or down the street. They like it a little more meaty, but it's going to be your call. So if you hear people say, oh man, I'd sure like to learn how to make dirty rice. Well, listen, dirty rice, rice dressing, pretty much the same thing. Each household got a different name. I need to add some more rice. And I've still got some more meat. So I'm going to add the rest of my meat to it. Now I know that I'm okay. You don't want to have too much rice and not enough meat, or too much meat and not enough rice. So leave you a little reserve. And I tell you what, I think the moisture in it is superb. So I don't have to be adding any more liquid to it. Now I got to take a taste. And I got a spoon somewhere around here. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the onion. Add just a touch of salt. And as you see, I put a touch. Now the cayenne pepper took over. Oh yeah, between the liver and the cayenne pepper. My God, this is good. Jesus Christ, man, I don't know if I'm gonna drop this off or not. It's promised. This pot right here is promised. So it's going out. This Chef Bourque. I'm going to see y'all later. Take it easy, baby. Enjoy your rice dressing or your dirty rice.